Alright, I have been very excited to show this to you. Now we are here for an unboxing and we're going to get to that. But as you can obviously see, I have a new background. It's a big background. It takes up a lot of my filming space, but I don't care because I just love it. It is so cool. I'm going to try and maneuver around real quickly, kind of see where I am, so you can see what this background really is. And I apologize if it's a little wiggly, but this is a vintage store display that I just got. If you saw the last video where we opened up a lot of valuable models, that was at Super Toy Con in Las Vegas, and I met a few friends there. And a very good friend of mine, I call him Jason because I have two friends named Jay, but most people know him as Jay. On Instagram he's known as HW_J. I really have to give him a big thank you because he helped me acquire this. He saw it on Craigslist and let me know about it down in Southern California, and we were able to meet. He got it for me and we were able to meet in Las Vegas, and he handed it off to me. So once again, maybe we'll get into the models later, but yeah, those are all Matchbox, fairly current Matchbox. I tried to put, if you can see, where that Mazda Miata and the Land Rover are. I tried to put most of the new models together. Anyway, we are going to do an unboxing today. It actually isn't even Matchbox. It is Hot Wheels, and we are going to open a P case. And this came, I think, while I was in Las Vegas. And so we are going to get to it right now. You guys can just go ahead and look while I'm opening this case, and go ahead and look at that display. I hope you like it. I love it. I'll probably dedicate a video to it at some point, probably even a blog post at lamleygroup.com. Yeah, this is how the cars were displayed. You can see the numbers. There were always 75 cars in a range. They were displayed up front, and the boxes were in the back. And a kid would walk up to the toy shop owner or whoever was working behind the desk, point out the car they wanted, and that person would go back and get it. But let's get to Hot Wheels. Let's get to this case opening. This came from A&J Toys, as always. I have a special, they are sponsors, and I have a special relationship with them, in that they will send a case to me, and in turn I will tell you to go to their store. And those that do go are always happy they did, because they sell cases. That's it. Car Culture, whatever it is, you can get the cases, you get the models you want, and there's a link down below in the comment section. So let's get right to it. This is, like I said, the P case. There is only one more case for 2016 after this. So, what do we have? We have, starting from the top, the Chevy Silverado. I think that's a Recolor. The Repo Duty and the Nitro Door Slammer. So, Art Car Silverado. I think that looks pretty good. We'll put some cars aside for a showcase if they seem worthy for it, and I think a lot of them probably do. So, here's the Nitro Door Slammer. That is the Super. That is not the Super of this one, but that is the Super in this case. My guess is, I don't think I've pulled one yet, right? So I'm doubting there's one in here. That's okay though. Alright, these are stuck. Alright, next up is I'm going to move this up just a tad so you can see the card art. There you go. Next up is a recolor of the Chevy Impala. I think it was that originally in white? Also an art car. You can see the R on the top. Is that focusing right? I hope it is. Anyway, I wanted to make sure it was focusing on the background cars too, so I put it on the autofocus, but we're always learning. Okay. Alright, there's some cars. I think I'm going to pull this in just a little bit so you can focus correctly. There we go. So that is the 3 of the black BMW. I believe that was in the last case, wasn't it? So I think we've already seen that before. Alright, we're having a hard time focusing, so I'm going to switch it up here. I apologize. Alright. There we go. So, black BMW, always happy to have a few more of those. Alright, recolor of the Camaro Police, the 10 Camaro SS, and a recolor of the BMW 2002. That is the third. We've seen it in black, we've seen it in Zamak, and now we see it in white. I don't know what you think. I think I made a comment the last time. I'm not sure about those red rimmed wheels, but oh well. Okay. More recolors. At the top or at the bottom we have the Corvette C7R, that we've already seen, and the Pontiac Firebird in white. I'm a sucker for white cars, but who isn't? They always look clean. I like this one with the green trim. That one's I have to put aside for showcase, huh? Alright. Okay. We've already seen the Mustang. Ford Shelby GT350R looks great in red. And the Bullwhip. Bullwhip. Okay. Recolor of the Acura. We saw that in the last case, I believe, right? I believe we did. And the Terrain Storm. I think I had mentioned that the Acura I did not get from Wheel Collectors because they didn't get it in their cases, but A&J did in theirs. Okay, from the bottom, Night Dragon, Ice Shredder, and a recolor of the Shark Bite. Looks a lot different than that chrome version, right? Now we have it in orange and green. Kind of a Miami Dolphin theme, maybe? Although dolphins are not sharks. Things you learn here on this video. I'm very happy to provide that kind of valuable information. Alright, Porsche Carrera GT we've seen. Dodge Charger 500. We've also seen in green. Scorpedo, that might be new in this case, and the Acura NSX again. So is that 3 or 4 of the Acura? No problem at all. Oh, look at this. Okay, interesting. Can't see here, but I just pulled out 2, right? The Hollinator and the McLaren, and put over to the side, probably because of large blisters, was another McLaren. Not stacked, but actually put sideways like this. But you got Matchbox cars in the background with a big display, so I couldn't move it over there, but that's fine. Alright. That's probably why. Is this enormous Mad Props, which goes together with the pedal driver and the double demon. Yay for the double demon. Alright. Let's pull out the next group. Methinks this will have some good stuff in it. We'll just go ahead and pull them out like this. Or we won't. Okay. Alright. Sorry for the delay. Okay. Quick and Sick. And the Chill Mill, right? Is that, I think we've seen that before, right? Like a food truck type deal. It's a milk truck. Alright. Yay. I know, I'm really balancing here. I know we're gonna have an accident. It's alright. Okay. Austin minivan in yellow, love that because it's simple. And the Epic Fast, you can look more of that minivan first in red. I think I like the yellow version even better. Amazon Velocita and the Hot Wheels High. Now, I have to say I don't remember, but I think the Amazon has not always been plastic, but that is plastic. I know I think I'd much rather have the originals, the Hot Wheels originals, the non-licensed be plastic, but that was kind of a cool car based on a Brazilian race car, right? And not terribly thrilled to see it in plastic. Maybe I've pulled the treasure hunt, I don't know, have I? You guys can let me know if I've missed it. If I see it here, I'll get it. Formula Flashback, I think that might be new, and the Speed Dozer. Okay, Tooligan, which I believe is a working screwdriver. I think you can make it work. That back part. And Recolor of the Honda CRX. I believe we've seen that before, right? In white. You know, you'd think I know this stuff, and I should know this stuff, but you do tend to lose track of models. Okay, Scupa de Fuego, and that's part of this Hot Wheels, what is it, 2000, is it kind of an Olympic theme? I'm assuming it's kind of an Olympic theme, which would be appropriate considering the time and that we are in the middle of the Olympics, and that's why this Tour de Fast makes sense. Kind of a cool, kind of based on the kind of a Citroen looking car with bikes in the back. 2 bikes. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I like that. Alright, another Corvette, a Roadster, and a Scorpedo again. We have 3 Scorpedos. Roadster. Another Mad Props, and kaboom! Lamborghini Huracan, I believe I say that right, maybe not. LP620-2 Super Trofeo. In case you missed it, once again, Lamborghini Huracan, which is Hurricane, right? LP620-2 Super Trofeo. Now that's an awesome car, and I've already featured that on the blog at lamleygroup.com. And if you did see that post, we compared it with the Kyosho version. See if I can get these balanced. Yeah. And I have to say, as great as the Kyosho version is, the Kyosho version is a $10 diecast car. The Matchbox is $1. So I say Matchbox, I'm sorry, the Hot Wheels is $1. And kudos to them. This model is fantastic. Go check out the pictures of it. They nailed that one. And I'm going to do a showcase of my favorite models from this case, and that will definitely be in there here on the video. So there is the Ford GT. So we see that again from the last case. Some bone shakers. This is probably the more mild of the wild bone shakers. We've seen the off-road bone shaker in green. Futurismo. Custom Ford Bronco. Seen those, right? Maybe not. And lastly, 3 of the other significant model in this case, the Porsche 911 GT3 RS. So there's 3 of those. I have already featured this as well on the Lamley blog, again lamleygroup.com. If you haven't visited there, I highly suggest you do. That's what I've been doing for most of my time. And I wasn't as fond of this car as I had hoped to be. I thought the design was a little bit off, but I still think it's cool, and I still think it's worth having. And we'll talk more about that in the showcase, which I'll do in a little bit. So anyway, that is the P case. So we will we'll break away. You guys can enjoy some more of my Matchbox display, and we'll do a showcase of some of these models that I thought were significant, and we'll do that in the next video. Talk to you later.